Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wolverines offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
To the air on second down. Got his man quick. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. You get to know each other, you go to the other school, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Epps. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed sideline to side.
Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get into the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. They're working that left side. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball, close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And sometimes you've got to know when to give it up. As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long, and bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to test the right side with this guy. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets open down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this.
Turning it on! Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead is 6 in the first. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing right. can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He turns that loose down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Over the middle, it's Murphy. And he's knocked down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man, it's Cantrell. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals and breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, running back gets to get it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverine! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about, there he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good game. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's past the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 21 over Tulsa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Open space at the 25. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Ripping through the defense. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the win.
Touchdown, Michigan! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry up. Off the RPO, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Epps. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
He smashes his way through again. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the route is on.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. He'll pull it down. He's got it at the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Got it behind the line. It's Murphy. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. Wideout trying to get it in. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And the Wolverines backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On the ground, it's Epps. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Smashes through the tackle. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Peppers. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air, it's Cantrell. Finds his target down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Cardinals have it with a first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. And the Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's got him in the flat. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Rushes on him. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.